CEOs love to tell a good story, but lately that story sounds suspiciously familiar. AI made us do it. Behind every headline about innovation is a boardroom playing defense, using artificial intelligence as a shiny excuse for something far more calculated. This isn't just about smarter machines, it's about deflecting blame, inflating margins, and rewriting the rules of value in the workplace. From strategic layoffs to selective rebranding, the real power play is unfolding behind the curtain, and it's time to drag it into the spotlight. The AI scapegoat. Are CEOs hiding bigger problems behind buzzwords? CEOs love a good scapegoat, and right now, AI is the perfect one. It's sleek, futuristic, and just mysterious enough to absorb blame without raising too many questions. So when tech companies announce sweeping layoffs, slapping AI integration into the press release makes everything sound strategic rather than desperate. But behind the buzzwords and boardroom jargon, there's a deeper game being played, one where artificial intelligence isn't the villain, but the alibi. The reality is that many of these companies are facing stagnation, bloated payrolls from overzealous pandemic hiring, and pressure from investors to trim the fat fast. Rather than admit to poor forecasting or a crumbling growth narrative, executives pivot the conversation toward automation. It's not that the company mismanaged resources or misread the market. They say it's just that AI is so efficient it made entire teams obsolete overnight. That spin keeps stockholders calm and deflects attention from internal missteps. But if you peel back the layers, the math rarely adds up. Most of these AI tools aren't even deployed at scale yet, and certainly not at a level that replaces thousands of jobs. What's really happening is a strategic reset, a way to cut costs, restructure teams, and silence criticism by hiding behind the glow of innovation. AI didn't kill these jobs. Corporate strategy did, and the sooner we stop falling for the smoke and mirrors, the sooner we can have a real conversation about who's making the decisions and why. Layoffs or laziness, when restructuring is just a cover for profit boosting. Layoffs used to be a last resort, a painful move when companies hit hard times. Now they're a business strategy one cloaked in corporate buzzwords like restructuring and efficiency, but behind that polished language is often something far less noble. Many of today's layoffs aren't about survival or innovation, they're about trimming the bottom line to keep shareholders smiling, and in that equation, human jobs become disposable line items, not livelihoods. Executives are quick to frame these decisions as long-term planning, painting a picture of leaner, smarter companies. But the timing is revealing. These cuts often follow record profits or major stock buybacks, revealing the real motivation, boosting margins, and pleasing Wall Street. Instead of investing in talent or building resilience, companies take the faster route / headcount, spike earnings per share, and ride the wave of investor applause. It's not strategy, it's opportunism with a PR mask. What's worse is how routine it's become. The cycle repeats: overhire during boom times, panic when growth slows, then cut loose the very people who built the momentum. All the while, top executives cash in bonuses for tough leadership decisions. It's not lazy management in the traditional sense, it's calculated detachment. When companies chase short-term profits at the cost of long-term loyalty and innovation, the fallout isn't just job loss, it's cultural erosion, and it's happening in plain sight. Why AI isn't the villain. Yet, AI gets blamed for everything from job loss to cultural collapse. But let's pump the brakes. Right now, AI is more like a convenient scapegoat than an actual villain. Yes, it's changing how companies operate, but the real disruption isn't coming from AI itself, it's coming from how executives choose to use it. In many cases, the tech hasn't replaced workers, it's given leadership a cover story. It's easier to say AI is automating this role than to admit we're cutting costs to inflate margins. The truth is, most AI systems still need human oversight, training, and maintenance. They aren't fully replacing people, they're just shifting where the work happens and who gets credit for it. Automation might eliminate some tasks, but it also creates new ones. The real story isn't that AI is replacing jobs wholesale. It's that companies aren't investing in retraining, upskilling, or thoughtful integration. They're treating AI as an excuse to downsize, not as a tool to evolve. Blaming AI absolves leadership from hard choices. It lets them avoid responsibility and sidestep the ethical debate. But AI, at its core, is neutral. It mirrors the intent of its users. So far, the most troubling outcomes aren't because the tech is too powerful. It's because the humans in charge are using it to dodge accountability. The villain isn't AI, it's the culture that treats disruption like an excuse to slash and burn without looking back. Who's safe? Who's next? The emerging hierarchy of AI-proof tech jobs. Not all tech jobs are created equal in the age of AI. As automation and generative models accelerate across industries, a clear hierarchy is forming, and if you're in tech, it's time to figure out where you stand. Roles rooted in creativity, systems thinking, and strategic oversight are emerging as far more resistant to replacement than task-heavy, routine-driven positions. Think product visionaries, AI ethicists, cybersecurity pros, and engineers building the very tools that power automation. These roles aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Meanwhile, developers working in older code bases, data entry specialists, or even junior analysts are starting to feel the squeeze. These jobs aren't disappearing overnight, but they are becoming more vulnerable as AI systems mature. The irony? The more predictable your job is, the more likely a machine can mimic it, and the more creative or cross-functional it is blending tech with business, psychology, or ethics, the safer you likely are. This reshuffling of value could fundamentally alter career paths in tech. We're moving into a world where being technically skilled isn't enough. You need to be irreplaceable in how you think, not just what you do. Those who can interpret, guide, or challenge AI will have leverage. The rest may find themselves competing not with each other, but with code that never sleeps, negotiates, or asks for vacation days. From pink slips to promises. Is tech's layoff season just the start of an AI rebrand? The tech world loves a good reinvention, but is that all we're witnessing right now? From Google to Meta to Amazon, layoffs are sweeping the industry with surgical precision, often justified with a simple, futuristic buzzword: AI. On paper, it's efficiency. In practice, it feels like a convenient excuse to trim the fat, reset salaries, and spin a fresh narrative for investors. The question isn't just why the layoffs, it's what story are they selling us next? Behind closed doors, many of these companies aren't downsizing out of desperation. They're reallocating. Entire departments vanish overnight, only for new job listings in AI strategy or machine learning ops to appear the next week. It's not cost cutting, it's brand realignment. These pink slips are part of a larger marketing pivot, one where AI isn't just a tool, it's the new identity, and everything that doesn't fit that vision is on the chopping block. This isn't just a labor shift, it's a full-on rebranding of what it means to be a tech company. AI is now the product, the strategy, and the press release. And in that transformation, workers are both the collateral damage and the proof of evolution. The irony is, while companies boast about AI-powered futures, it's humans doing the messy business of firing other humans. And what's left behind isn't a leaner company, it's a colder one, wearing the mask of innovation. So while the headlines scream about the rise of AI, the real shift is happening quietly, and it's entirely human. Leadership teams are using disruption as a shield, layoffs as leverage, and buzzwords as bait. This isn't a story about robots taking over, it's about executives reshaping the narrative to tighten control, reset salaries, and chase leaner optics. The future of tech isn't just being coded, it's being curated, and if we keep buying into the myth, we're letting the real decision makers off the hook. AI didn't start this fire, but it's quickly becoming the smoke they all hide behind.